hear of Mio, a poor fishing village southeast of Osaka in Wakayama-ken, the name America Mura comes to mind. To the villagers, America was Canada and the United States. Gihei Kuno's name became synonymous with the Mio-Steveston connection. He was a master carpenter who was trying to raise funds to build a breaker in Mio. By coincidence, he met up with a friend in Kobe who encouraged him to go to Canada. Mr. Kuno arrived in Steveston in 1888, and he was pleasantly surprised by the abundance of salmon along the Fraser River and beyond. He returned home to Mio to tell the good news to his friends and relatives. Many of them followed Mr. Kuno. Whether these fishermen were desperate or adventurous, many more villagers emigrated. Mio's population was decimated. There were only 2,000 left. Yet, in a way, the village prospered with the money that the fishermen made in Steveston and elsewhere. There were Western-style homes built in Mio, and the money sent by the fishermen enabled their families to live comfortably by village standards. Thus, Steveston and Mio went hand in hand. With the arrival of picture brides, the Japanese community in Steveston became more stable, forming a closely knit Kenjinkai. By the 1930s, about 75% of the shops and businesses were owned or run by Japanese Canadians. There were pool halls, barber shops, grocery stores, a Buddhist hall, fishermen's hospital, and fishing-related shops. Since Steveston was a community of former Mio's residents, Kishu dialect was predominant. In present-day Steveston, there are traces of Mio contribution around town. For one, there is the Kuno Garden at Gary Point Park, the Fisherman's Memorial Monument with the giant net-mending needle has names of Nikkei fishermen inscribed around the circular wall. These fishermen lost their lives at sea. As you walk along the river towards downtown Steveston, the Gulf of Georgia Cannery Museum and the Cannery Worker Sculpture give a glimpse of Nikkei presence. The former Japanese Fishermen's Hospital Administration building is located behind or beside the local museum. Britannia Shipyard and Murakami House are reminders of the old fishing community. Former Mio-Steveston descendants Mr. Hisakazu Nishihama and Mr. Yoshiya Tabata, who became educators, created a Japanese-Canadian museum in Miyomura at Hinominsaki. A lighthouse still sits on top of the hill. Many of the Steveston fishing and Nikkei artifacts are displayed. Over 100 years have passed and the Kishu dialect can still be heard, especially when you attend any of the Steveston Buddhist church functions or when you visit elderly people formerly of Mio. Kishu dialect is sometimes called Fisherman or Steveston dialect. This unique dialect could be compared to Old Kagoshima's secret language. Kagoshima dialect evolved so that governing ruling officials could not comprehend it. In Canada, Newfoundland or Newfie vocabulary is unique to other provinces. Also, my brother Kaz told me that people from Shimane Prefecture are believed to have migrated to Mio. Possibly there could be a connection. When Steveston fishermen worked hard at a hectic pace when salmon was running, they had no time to be diplomatic. They couldn't communicate to each other by saying in Japanese, "Would you please help me with the net? It was get the net." In Steveston, during pre-war days, conversation around the dock might have sounded like this. "Gontaro, 御社ら朝の朝っぱちからどこ行くんよ。ワイフにキスするタイムもなかったの。Where are you guys going so early in the morning? You never had a chance to kiss your wife." Everyone laughs. 大五郎、何言うてんな、わいた口張っておかにキスしたよ。Sarcastically mimics kissing his wife. おい、アホのこと言わんと、おいかんしろよ。味の取られるの。はよはよ。 mean? I had my mouth wide open to kiss her. Hey, don't say stupid things and let's get going or else the best fishing spot will be taken. Hurry, hurry. Gontaro. 敵だがいな角耐えてあるのはワイタにも味を教えてくれよ。Hey, you guys are sure in a rush. Show me a good fishing spot. 大五郎。この間味の見つけたよ。The other day I spotted a good fishing area. At the fishing area. Gontaro. がいな雨よ降るさかしょつこいの。がいな小がいな風通しに吹いてるからどうかすらい。Geez, it's raining so badly it's uncomfortable. If the wind keeps blowing like this, what are we to do? 大五郎。なんとあかんの。ここたい煙いきやないよ。Not so good. There's hardly any fish around here. ゴンタロ。パチパチキッチキチかかってあるの。しゃあもないもんばっかりかかってくんのに、あんてきなしぎよい網あるの。Lots of seaweed caught on your net. Nothing but awful junk. You guys sure have a mess on your hands. 大五郎。ガッとヘルへ、カッパばっかしくだって立ってくるの。Go to hell, eh? Sure gets tiresome when you don't have luck. ゴン太郎。こんてきやがいなどんくさいからの。はは。This guy is sure lousy fisherman. 大五郎。なんせおいしゃじきにしゃもないこと言うからの。あや見てみ。またカッパくろた。You quickly say unflattering things. Take a look at yourself. You're skunked again. ゴン太郎。おい、おいなんしょだよ。let's go home. 大五郎。いやもうこれでええかい。is this good enough? ゴン太郎。魚べっちへ、鮭よう取らんからふわわりよ。SOB, eh? Sure embarrassing not catching any fish. 大五郎。おい、もう予願すらよ。Hey, that's enough for today. ゴン太郎。おかと子供また塩もんとおかいさんやの。Wife and kids will have to eat salted fish and rice broth again. 大五郎。あがら連れ持っていくらよ。Let's go home together. Fisherman vocabulary. Omakaji, port side. Torikaji, starboard side. Kikando, machine doesn't start. Ajiro, good fishing spot. Kishiri totekoi na, get lots of fish. Kianaiwa, hardly any fish. Sneki, hit a snag. Gosan, go astern. Ichukurai, fancy dresser. Patena, partner or deckhand. Majomi no ami. Majomi no ami, twilight set or night fishing. Kurosaiki, duffel bag or clothes sack. Ichagaru, kiagaru, get excited. Ua, uba, umbare, what? In a surprised tone. Gaina, wow, man. Kore shinjora, or kore shinjora, I will give this to you. There are probably 1,001 stories on fishing anecdotes. Chat with fishermen from Steveston in a beer parlor, and I'm sure you will find many very interesting incidents that occurred in their occupation. They were tough, hardy men. There's one incident that still makes me chuckle. After fishing, there were two fishermen taking a break and smoking roll-your-own dobu down by the beach at dusk. Ichimonsuke, looking at the bay. Are, torika? Is that a bird? Toraizaemon, Mr. Know-it-all. Are, ishio. No way, it's a rock. Ichi, after a while. Are, torio? Tora, abruptly. Nah, Ishio. No rocks. Ichi, are tondaro? Hey, it flew away. Tora, tondaro Ishio. Even if it flew away, it's a rock. I would like to thank Mr. Toshio Murao and Kaz Tasaka for the Mio Dialect translation. God bless the fishermen.